So they, yeah. So
We
what
here,
are
we
the?
live.
We are live. Are we live? We're live. Okay.
Well, hello, world. Hello,
There you go.
universe.
Hello, world from Hoth.
Man, well, as I was
How
just
many?
saying to you, DJ, and I think I need to confess this to the world, not just to you or to John. I have become obsessed, and I mean obsessed. I'm not kidding when I say it, with East Coast webcams this week. I have been constantly looking at them and checking them and marveling at the sheer amount of snow that has been dumped on the
Yeah.
East Coast. And when I say webcams, man, I'm not just talking Boston. I'm not just talking Cambridge. I'm not even just talking, and I did try to find as close to you as possible. I'm talking alpaca farms, donkey sanctuaries,
Yeah.
ferry terminals, all these different places, little high streets, little town squares.
Yeah.
And what's funny is when you click on the little thumbnail, it shows it from, like summer, right? So you've got a nice
Yeah.
picture of a beautiful lake, and then you click on it and there's a live feed. And where's the lake? I could just see white.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So it's been a fascinating week.
Yeah. It's like we were saying before, it's like this isn't unusual for us. It's recent years have been we haven't had snow like this in a few years. But we get it. It goes in cycles. It's like when I was growing up, I lived at the end of a cul-de-sac, last house in the cul-de-sac. So you came straight down the street with the plow and all the snowbanks went in our yard and our driveway. So it was like, go shovel that. And they were like 6, 7, 8 feet high because they'd have to clear the street. And then but what was great about it is you could build forts out of it. We used to have forts going through, like long tunnels and stuff. And you'd build a big room and tunnel to another room. And the funniest thing was like you'd hear a plow coming or something. They'd come to clean the road again, like even after it's all been done, but they widen and I remember us all we're all in there and doing whatever kids do inside a snowbank. And you'd hear of a plow and like ants. You see these kids like, we're dead. Get out of here. Because they're just going to slam into it.
It's like the snow version of Stand By Me in the train, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my God. I also remember we had my buddy Marky, who was Marky Genoa, and his house and he's a big kid. He was probably, he's probably 7 years older than me. So he was a big kid in the neighborhood, and I'm saying a big kid, like huge. And he steps out, and my neighbor, one of my best friends, Robbie, he's sitting on top of a snowbank. I see Marky come out from the other side of the cul-de-sac, put a snowball together, and he knocked Robbie right off the top of it. He flew through this thing. It'd be like going from center field to home plate. And he just nailed him right in the face, knocked him off the other side. And I saw it coming, and I kept my mouth shut because I wanted to see what would happen. Oh, I love being a kid.
Yeah, man. It sounds all kinds of fun. But I mean, again, as I was saying to you, we just could not have snow like that in the UK. Like I said, I mean, 5 inches of snow in the UK is everything shuts. There's no public transport. That's game over. Everybody stay home. If we got 2 feet of snow, which is what you guys have had, it would be like people saying there's a new ice age. We'd be like eating each other and flipping, and that's only like within an hour, let alone a couple of days. It would just be the end of the world as we know it. This country would cease to exist with 2 feet of snow. So it's incredible to see how kind of, and when I've been looking at these webcams, and as I said, I have been a lot, it's kind of business as usual. People go into work, they're driving, and there's people walking around, and the snow drifts like again, like you say, 7, 8 feet high, and there's people just going about their day. Man, it's incredible. And I mean, I've been in Boston in December. I've seen, how cold it gets and how much it gets, but still, it's a lot.
Yeah. It's culture shock to people for sure. Like if you're not used to it, but like I said to you before, like John moving to Texas, he's used to this. He knows this stuff. And when he moved down there and they get like a half inch of snow and schools are canceled and the whole state shuts down for a half inch of snow. And he's like, what the hell? But then they get rain down there that we have never seen up here, like incredible, like sideways rain. Like it's he's like, you wouldn't know how to deal with that. So it's a, it's what makes, that's what I like. Honestly, that's what I like about New England too, is I love the snow. I love dealing with it. I love planning for it. Like, cause I go out, I got a shovel. And like I said, this storm here was just too big for me to keep up with. And my snowblower died. So with everything else I have going on, there we are Sunday morning. I told you we driving around, taking care of stuff, but also hunting down the last snowblower in the region. And found it, luckily, and it made everything a lot easier here.
I saw one guy on Twitter who's quite a well-to-do podcaster, not like us, Steve, but he's quite a well-to-do podcaster.
Yeah.
And he was showing off a robot snowblower.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, watch it go. And kind of film this whole thing. And it's like a robot,
it's like a Roomba.
Exactly. Or
a vacuum Roomba for your driveway, and it just keeps on going. Or pool. Yeah. It'll like a pool vacuum. It'll do your driveway, and it just keeps going in the cycles. I got to imagine. So I've seen them. They're like 4,500. I think I saw them online, 4,700 bucks. But I got to imagine something like that would have to run like the entire time, because like the storm we just got, there were periods like that were like 4 or 5 inches an hour. So if you wait till the end for that thing, it would never get through it. It would literally go under it. It'd be like, okay,
making the tunnels.
Yeah, exactly.
All the kids are there.
So,
but yeah, it did look quite cool, but it's a proper tank type thing.
Yeah.
And it did not look cheap. And again, he's clearly well-to-do, because not only did I check his bio, but his driveway's huge. So, what a flex.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I used to know a guy who had a heated driveway, and he'd turn it on and it would melt the snow as it landed. But if the storm was too big, it couldn't keep up with it. The storm wouldn't, if it snowed that much, the heat couldn't keep up with it. It would just pile up, then make it icy.
Well, icy, but also presumably then the danger with that, though, is that if you then do that, where does it all run off?
He had it
off, it's going to melt, and then it's got to drain away somewhere.
And he had a really steep driveway too. So his driveway had a pretty decent pitch to it, and it wasn't that long. It was like double wide and probably double, like you could fit 4 cars perfectly in it. And he had that, and it had a good pitch, like you'd want to set your emergency brake. So it was a perfect driveway for that situation. Like you turn it on, and then all the water just runs down into the road. So even if it got icy, you'd turn the driveway on, but you would have to do it before the storm started, because it's not like turning on a light switch. It takes time for it to heat up. So
wowzers.
But they have technology like that for the roads. If you drive around here, like 2 days before the storm, you'll see white lines in the road, and they're pre-treating the roads with this salt, or I call it a salt mixture, but it's a chemical that'll go onto the road. So when moisture, the snow hits it, just starts melting right away to get ahead of it, so people can still have traction and get home.
Yeah, we've got gritter trucks here that go around that just spray this stuff on it. But of course, at a certain temperature, it stops working. It's too low. It's so low that it just defeats the object. But again, that's rare here. It's not something that, happens a lot. So fortunately for us, but yeah, no, it's been fascinating. And, obviously quite a difficult situation. And if there's more to come, then eek. But still, I suppose more opportunities to stay indoors in the home theater and catch up with stuff.
Yeah. I haven't had a lot of opportunity to be in the theater. I did get an opportunity Sunday. It was nice during the storm. That was when the Patriots were on, and apparently now I have to start getting rid of my Boston accent again, because the world hates all the Patriots fans because we're back in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Right. Which is the other team?
Seattle. Yeah.
Seahawks?
Seattle Seahawks, yeah.
Oh, okay. See, that's my knowledge done.
Is it? Yeah, Seattle Seahawks. Yeah. They're
probably, isn't it?
I remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm no expert.
That was a good game, too.
Okay. Well, a friend of mine is a huge American football fan, so he'll be. He takes the day after the Super Bowl off every year because he's been up all night drinking. So he then takes the next day off. So he will no doubt be doing that. And I think he's a Patriots fan.
Oh, nice.
think he is.
There's the other one.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
from outside the region. No, I got messages from listeners saying congratulations and stuff, which was really cool because that is something we've talked about on the show. Like it's a brutal hatred, and I get it. You know, it's like the Patriots had such a run. If it was anybody else, I'd never hated anybody, but I get it. You're just like, oh my God, what a pain in the butt. You know, I get it. But yeah, when we first started, I was like, John, we can't have Boston accents because you'd see it. I heard people you'd see it on social medias and stuff. Oh, I hate and they wouldn't be talking sports. They'd be talking anything like him and I talking comics. And be like, I can't listen to those Patriots fans. They're jerks. I'm like, we're talking comics. Look, what the hell?
Yeah, someone's hanging on far too tight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the nature of sports fans too. And I get it. You know, like Steve. Nobody around here hangs on too tight to product or certain product names or anything like that. It's like that's the nature of it. That's the best. That's the passion for it.
Yeah, sure. True. But you don't have to hate one thing because someone likes something else. You know what I mean? I'm a big rugby fan, but I don't take delight in hating on other teams.
Person.
It's not
right.
Yeah, or a person or a team or I don't go around kind of doing that. And I certainly wouldn't go putting that on social media or anything like that.
No.
I mean, some teams are more more favorites than others, but yeah, it does seem a bit a touch much. Life's too short for all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So
there we go. But it's all good. It's all good. Now, I do have one other quick question just before we start the show, Deej. Can I just ask you something that I've been meaning to ask you and John forever, because you are my guidance you're my cultural gurus when it comes to the US. So it occurred to me again this week, and I meant to ask you, right, when someone in the US says at the end of a summer, so when an American says to another American, "Did you have a good summer?" Yeah. Are they talking? Do people take like June, July, August off from work, or are they talking about 2 weeks vacation kind of thing?
Well,
that's what I'm confused.
Yeah, it's more of like that's our again that gets to the weather. It probably stems from that, right? So we have all winter long, and then spring. To be honest with you, kind of is messy. At best, right? Because everything's thawing out. It's muddy. It's gross. It's this. It's that. And then in New England, it's like we're homebodies. It's Joe Rogan did a great bit on his stand-up. He's like, these are the most stubborn people on the planet. And he broke down our entire country, right? He said like East Coast, New England, especially, like these are the most stubborn people. Like no matter how bad it gets, nope, not leaving. And then you'd go a little bit further west, and these people were like, I'm out of there, but I'm only traveling this far, right? And then the other people, and the people in California are so laid back, the only thing stopped them was more water, right? Like I'll just keep going, right? He had a whole breakdown, but the New England part was dead on. Like we're stubborn, we're not going anywhere. So for us, it's like, when you put it in that context, like, how was your summer? Like, did you get out? Did you, because you have 4th of July, you have barbecues on the weekends, and it's like, maybe you don't vacation, but that's your time of year. Like we all go to the Cape, we go hang out at the beach in the Cape. That's our vacation. So we wait for the weather to be nice. We do stuff with the family, and then it's back to school, back to business. Traffic patterns are different. I travel all the time around the state, so I notice these things. Once Memorial Day hits, traffic drops by 30% because at any given time, people are off. 30% of the population is off. Right after Labor Day, traffic goes back to normal. And that's the way it is around here. So it's like, it's a group mentality of the entire region that summer is like almost vacation time, even though you're working all the way through it. And it much to do with the weather, right? Because we're dealing with crap the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. It just was confusing because it was like,
it's kind of cool. I've never thought of it until you asked the question, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I heard it in the American office, but also it was in Young Sheldon this week, which is what triggered it again. And I need to ask, because it almost sounds like you haven't seen your work colleagues for like 2 months. And you're like, oh, how was your summer? And you're like, yeah, but you must have seen them on the Friday. And here we are on the Monday. Like, what's changed?
Yeah.
So I just was a bit confused.
Same people.
Yeah, because there are countries like in Sweden, for instance, famously, and the reason I know this is because my speakers, going back to home theatre, my DLS flat box speakers are handmade in Sweden. And when we went to order them, which was in August, they were told, forget it, because Sweden takes August off August everything just shuts down for the month of August. Nothing is done. And so everyone takes that time, which again would make sense because, of course, it's very snowy the rest of the year again. And so they're like, you can't order anything in August. Nothing will come until September at the earliest.
Right.
So it kind of felt a bit strange hearing people say, "How was your summer?"
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what? So what? You haven't seen them since June? But no, but clearly it means exactly what you say.
Right. It's a topic of conversation, like, because you didn't ask, like, maybe you didn't talk to them all summer, but now it's like, hey, how was your summer? Yeah.
But if you're in an office, you're seeing them all the time anyway. It just seemed, Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm glad that you've clarified that for me.
Yeah, as best I could. I mean, that's my assessment of it. But
yes. Yeah. You are my.
But you're right. It's like, now that you say it that way, I've seen people like being at dealerships. I talk to people not like every day, but probably once a week, every other week. But then, like right after Labor Day, I'd run into somebody that I've seen all summer long at various times, and they'd be like, "So, how was your summer?" And that's exactly how it's asked. Like, "Oh yeah," and you just give them a quick assessment, or you say, "Good," and you walk on.
Fine. Moving next.
My favorite is when somebody goes, "Hi," and you go, "Good," and you keep on walking. You're so used to it, so dismissive.
But so that's good to know. There we go. That does clear that up. Then I'm very pleased. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
right, should we do the show? Should we start this?
All right, let's get to it. Let's see where every week I look and look.
We are Brightside Theater.
Hey, home theater nerds, welcome to Brightside Home Theater Podcast, the multi-award-winning and giving home theater podcast that's all about the experiences, the sights,
the sounds,
the multi-award-winning and giving scenes.
There you go. Scenes. Nice. Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
keep back at it. I forgot like I told you, it's a topsy-turvy week. Everything's up in the air, crazy. I forgot today's Thursday.
No, I know. Yes. Well, I did say to my boss this morning that this week has been a long year.
That's great. So, yeah.
And
it has been.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, for both of us for different reasons, but mine has been early starts, very late finishes, and then on and on and on. And I've been teaching and I've been doing the day job and then police stations. So if I've got very red eyes, it's because I'm absolutely shattered.
Yeah.
And it ain't over yet because I'm back work tomorrow, back in court, and then I'm on call all weekend as well. So no rest for the wicked, or indeed the allegedly wicked. So I'm absolutely shattered. So yeah, it's been a long week, and I know obviously for you, Deej, for different reasons, it's been a not just the weather. It's been a long one as well.
Yeah, so, it's been a tough week. Yeah, now that we're in the show proper, it's like it has been a tough week. Literally, I mean, more tough for I won't get into everything, but more tough for Larissa and her family. So just to bring it up here, it's like seeing what they went through. It's like it was really hard. Didn't want to do this, but she deserves a shout out because what she did this week with her family was amazing.
Yeah,
best I could say.
I think we need a little donkey, Deej. I think it's only the only thing.
Oh my God,
is a little donkey.
It's so funny you say that. My phone was on camera because I took the last couple pictures, and what's it looking at the camera? I can't show you what it was seeing, but it's like, it was like the phone sitting right in front of it. It's looking at the donkey. When you said that, I looked down and there's a picture of a donkey on my phone. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, is he in the room? It's like, we need a donkey. Yeah. So
I was going to say I'm omnipotent, but then I don't want you to think that, I'm struggling with anything else. Okay, well, let's say hi to everyone in the chat, indeed.
Yeah, let's hit the chat. I'm seeing if these
So,
pictures will load too. Go ahead.
because we've got some new people in as well. So, but Dom's in, first in, according to this. So, bonsoir, Dom. I hope you're doing okay, buddy. Old School Kung Fu Films is in as well. Good to see you again. And coming soon, Old School Kung Fu Films, hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so, is going to be a slew of cool stuff that you're going to want to tune in for. I'm hoping, because I don't know how old he is or she, but I'm hoping that they're a child of the 80s, because if they are, there's some cool stuff coming. Enough said about that. Steve Atson, hey Steve. Paul Hurt is in as well. Hey Paul, enjoying Wonder Man, which I haven't seen. Jordan was telling me about that earlier today. Not seen that yet. We've got someone called Steve George. Don't know who that is. John Mansour's in, watching, he says, on his X-Real 1 Pro glasses in real 3D. So if that's the case, if I do this, is he going to freak out?
Oh my God, he's watching us in 3D?
He is. Scary times. Times. We'll talk more about that in a minute, because I've been messing around.
So if I keep doing this, does that mean he's got my ass in his face? Oh man!
Now, when I did
the
that,
audio only people are like, I got to tune in now. What the hell was on the screen?
Straight to YouTube.
Oh boy!
Oh yeah, hey man, we're allowed. It's been a crazy week. We're allowed to go a bit crazy. We'll go a little mad sometimes.
Exactly.
All right, Jordan's in. Hey, Jordan, hey buddy. Holger is in. Hey Holger. Says Guten Abend zusammen. I think that means good evening, everyone.
All right.
Sure, I hope so. I'm probably saying it wrong. Apologies if I am. And then
seeing some new people.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, no, I'm getting down to that. So Ariel Alanis is in. Blind Guy's in. Hey guys, Mikey's in, saying good to see you. Hey,
so Mikey.
Yeah,
I just waved the blind guy.
He does accept our nonsense.
He's back. I wave to him every week.
Yeah. Who's in? Someone new? Hey, Hammett. Let us know who you are, because it's what we always want to know. So he's in as well. We've got now. I hope I'm saying this right, Deej. Do you want to say it in case I'm?
Yes, at airhole_D. Huh?
Hello. I'm so
I have no problem.
Yeah, good man. Captain AC3's in as well. Hey, Captain, my captain. Marcus Beeb's in. And Scruffy Kingman's dropped in as well. So, nice. Yeah, we've got the gang all here. Plenty of new people, and look at those numbers already, Deej. Wow.
Yeah, on a Thursday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, we have plenty of regulars still able to show up, and then getting the new people. It's actually, like we said last week, it's like stuff happened. Everything happens for a reason. And Hooks, Eminem.
Jan Hoekstra, I think it is. Jan.
Okay.
Dropped in. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. From Montserrat.
I think that's your 3D thing, Deej.
Yeah, yeah. So Paul Hurt with there's a mental image I didn't need. Or wanted, but didn't know it. So
yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. There we go. See, I knew John. I remembered. He says yes, John.
Yeah.
So so good stuff. Plenty of people in, all very cool. And again, thanks for tuning in on an unusual evening for us. And I think, and just so everyone knows, next week back to Tuesday. Deej?
Tuesday, yeah, it should be no problem next Tuesday.
Okay, but we know we can change it if we need to. So
yep. Apparently, yes, we can. It's like people will, and that got me to actually thinking about that during the week. It's like, because we did get so many new people able to tune in that aren't able to tune in on Tuesdays, and it's like, do we do that every now and then? Just not even for any not because we have to, but because it's like, hey, we move it. We'll do it. The only night we wouldn't do would be like Friday, because that's the day it has to come out for anyways. But we could do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then rotate it around so that people can, because it's the live show. I mean, it's nice to have the staple, but at the same time, it's like it gets new people engaged, and and it keeps everybody on their toes.
Oh, yeah, like we did with the First Blood Takeover Tuesday. Just go live for the hell of it.
Yeah, that was our last Takeover Tuesday too. And we still haven't even announced or talked about the new one we're going to do this year. I mean, it has been a hell of a year so far. So it's been brutal.
Yeah.
But John, our buddy Steve Brock, I should say, Steve Brock, texted me this while we're talking, and we were talking snow. And he said priorities.
He's in Texas, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in Texas, and it's like it's so cute. He shoveled that 2 inches of snow he got because it's tough to get through. It's like, but see, Brockstar Cinema is upstairs in his garage, so pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, it's like you said, I'm fascinated by it. I have just been addicted this week to these things. I may now not be able to stop. So whether weather improves, it'll just be a bit disappointing.
Spring will be here soon enough. You'll have no choice unless you're gonna follow webcams in the Arctic or something.
Hey, we've got to find those penguins and try and persuade them to tune in.
Yeah.
Oh, Nelson's in as well. Hey, Nelson, how you doing, buddy?
There we go. Hey, Nelson, how you doing, buddy?
So yeah, very, very cool. But yeah, it has been a week. I've only added 3 to my list this week. However, I've had plenty from previous weeks. So luckily, I've been a bit saved by that, really. Otherwise, I would have been struggling for content a little bit. But
I added one that you have. I was able to watch most of it, but I'd seen the whole movie before, the other version of it. So we could talk about that. And I do have one that I hadn't talked about, and I forgot all about it. It's like, oh, I wish I had more. And Larissa's like, maybe she was on her way out to work. I'm like, I wish I had more for today. I don't really have a lot. And she's like, oh, well, why don't you do something old? I was like, and she meant like an older movie I'd done. I was like, wait a minute, I do have something, and I thought of it. So I have another movie that I just hadn't, because it was Christmas time, so it's weeks and weeks old, but I do have a take on it and stuff. So
okay, cool. Well, there we go. Well, so we are all ready to rock that in that case.
All right.
And did you get to do the Vietnam thing that we talked about last week?
No.
Probably for the best. Probably.
It's. I did look it up, but I wasn't able to take it in.
I'm quite glad, to be fair.
That's yeah. I'm interested. I actually do want to see it. It seems weirdly interesting, but
we could save that one until if you think you might see it soon. Otherwise, I could just do it and then we can revisit it if you want to.
That I just watched. You had it in here.
I did. I know. I deleted it because I didn't think we were going to get to it. Sorry.
Oh my God! You just took it out.
I know. Literally. Yeah. Like I mean, I saw the thing behind you.
Yeah.
Thought, oh no! And then I was trying to find it, but that's from like middle of December. So having deleted it from the shared album, it's now gone completely. It's not even in the recently deleted thing now. So yeah, we'll have to use your picture. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's wicked funny.
It's been there for ages, and I just thought, there's more interesting things to talk about. So
thanks.
I know. Well, no, I know. Compared to some of the others, anyway. Although it is worth talking about, but
yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Nice save. Nice save. No, I don't want to start with the one thing I have. I'm like, we'll start with some of your stuff, and then
all right. Well, then let's do that one then.
Well, actually, before you get to that, it's like John had mentioned that John Mensor had mentioned. Did you get a chance?
3D. Yes,
3D.
Yes,
did you get a chance?
Yes, I did indeed. Not only that, so we talked last week about it. So the X-Real ones, the X-Real Pros, and the X-Real XS, I think it is. So these are the AR glasses, of course, or XR glasses, whatever they're being called. And they've just been updated. So they've had an over-the-air update to then it will do a real 3D conversion to anything. And Real 3D being the brand name.
Yeah.
So I downloaded it straight away last week on Wednesday morning. And I've been playing with it a little bit off and on this week. Now, I have to confession alert, of course, I'm not the biggest fan of 3D. Anyone that's a long-term viewer or listener will know that because it's just not been. It's something that I'm glad we've kind of left behind, and a decently authored 4K disc is just better, just better, and almost as three-dimensional. So I downloaded this, and as I said last week, the first thing I put on, literally, and I was actually at court. I got to court really early. It's like 7 a.m. and I was in the advocate's room. There's no one else around, and so I downloaded this thing, and I watched Avatar, and it's good, I then went on to Avatar, then The Way of Water. Then I sort of upmixed some like photos and videos and stuff. It is very 3D. It looks okay, but I'm encountering the same problems with that I've encountered with other 3D. So there are issues with, because of course this is being post converted. So the chip, the X1 chip or M1 chip, whatever it is in the glasses, is post converting it. So it's taking a 2D image and making it 3D. This is not 3D to 3D. It's right. Literally 2D to 3D, and it does struggle with some of that stuff. And so there are kind of weird parallax things going on in the background. I watched a bit of Avengers Endgame, and you've got so Iron Man's chest plate is like out here and his head is right back here.
Oh,
so
God.
It looks kind of weird and hokey and strange. So it was fun as a gimmick, but I quickly kind of thought, I'm not really sure I want to do this. However, so I haven't watched anything in 3D for a number of days, but I've been using my glasses a lot this week. However, earlier today, Ralph, I don't know what his surname is. He's the marketing director for XReal. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And he follows me on Twitter, as does XReal themselves. And he put up a tweet earlier to say that have you heard of this Rise of the Resistance POV experience from Galaxy's Edge on Disney Plus? Mm-hmm. So it's like the ride basically, and it's the POV of it. And he said, try that in XReal 3D. Give that a go, or Real 3D. So I did that earlier, and it's like a 13-minute clip put into 3D, and that was actually quite cool. I must admit, it does feel like you are there, and because it's moving the way it is, you don't get so many problems with the parallax stuff.
Yeah,
and that was quite fun. It felt like I was there with the spatial audio, and the glasses on. It genuinely felt, I've been on this ride, and in fact, I felt a couple of times like I was moving. Like the thing was actually going. So that was quite cool.
So it gives you the full immersion to the point that you're feeling it. Like I'm not, but I feel like I am. That's
exactly. Cool. Yeah, felt the motion. So it's good. I mean,
it's going to put Disney out of business. Why go when you could just put the glasses on now?
It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what I did is I thought I'd get the full experience. I took £500 out of my wallet and just put it down the drain,
Yeah.
Just paid that for a soda. So it's a good gimmick. It's nice to have it. And of course, it's free. Yeah. So you don't have to pay for this. And bear in mind, these glasses now, I've had them nearly a year. So it's quite cool to get such a big feature for nothing. And so I can't complain about it. I can't say, I'm not happy with it, because it's an extra feature and it's free. So, it may be as time goes on, or when I'm shooting, family videos, that kind of thing, put those in 3D. That's quite fun. It's like you're back, there again.
It's like you're there.
But for 2D to 3D bigger movies, certainly anything complicated, they do struggle with it. And there's, you get kind of strange banding and you get that kind of stuff. But, it's fun to have. I wouldn't, I'm not going to say no to it. So
exactly.
It's okay. It's just not, for me, it's not life-changing, and it's certainly not something that I'll use a lot, even though you can do it, which I have done. One button, it's 3D, another button, 2D, you can do all that
back and forth,
which is quite fun. But, but there we go. I see Steve Hatt saying then, waiting for the Fifth Element in 3D. Wait on.
Yeah. You didn't try
from my point of view.
It didn't try out.
No. Yeah. And I see, I think so. Nelson says, he did the XReal 1 Pro update, not too impressed. Yeah, and I get that, Nelson. I'm not sure I disagree with you on that at all. It's okay, but again, look, if I'd just paid $400 for glasses doing 3D, I'd be disappointed. But for a free extra feature, game on. You can't complain at that. XReal could easily have said, look, $10. And then you can upgrade. And I would have paid that, because $10, fine. If it's a cash grab, they could do that. But nope, absolutely free, no problem at all.
John says, John Mansar Texan said, the Real 3D on XReal 1 Pro is incredible. Every bit is bright, vibrant, and clear.
Oh, yeah.
But there are some motion problems, but looks much more 3D than any of my 3D TVs with 3D Blu-ray zero ghost and with zero ghosting. So...
That's completely fair. I get, John, again, I hear that too. And I would agree as well. It does look good, but just not the movement stuff just kind of irritates after a while, and the more complicated the stuff. If you watch The Way of Water and the underwater stuff, there are all kinds of issues with that. It's struggling massively with what to put near, middle, and far.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
Well, I have to imagine it's like where everything is CGI, and I know it's a 3D movie, but it's CGI. So when you're doing that, especially in a 3D CGI movie, you're rendering these things in a way that they can be made 3D, that in an up-converted 3D scenario, it's going to go all sorts of wonky. Like you said, like the chest plate's way out here, and it's like, it's not supposed to be, but it's also not, that image isn't supposed to be made to 3D. So the processing is saying, wow, that looks like it's really far out. So it's going to enhance that, whereas it's just meant for our eyes to see it because they're rendering this stuff. You know, it's not reality. So it's, I can see how that could happen.
Yeah,
especially with that kind of material.
Well,
should, if you want a little bit more reality with a little less CGI, you, report back next week on like Schindler's List. You know, that's the movie that needs to be seen in 3D, right?
Yeah.
It's the way Spielberg meant it.
No, man. Yeah, quite. It's but as I said, and again, I think we have to acknowledge that, you know, they could have charged for this very easily. And how often is it the case that technology that's a year old gets a new feature like this for nothing?
Right.
You know, Apple respectfully would turn around and go, right, you can buy a whole new set of glasses to get that.
Yep.
We're not giving you this for free. You can damn well buy those. You know, they're not turning around and saying, "Oh, it's all free."
Cool.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, it's just good of them to do it. They didn't have to, and you know, fair play. And that way, if you like it, you got it. If you don't, you never have to touch it again.
Yeah.
Oh, and they've changed the UI as well, which is quite fun. Took a little bit of getting used to, but yeah, again, we keep saying it, DJ. I know, and people must wonder if we're not sponsored by them.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But again, what is
cool if we were
these,
sponsored, we both have the same. I have the Ventures. You have those. We just love the glasses, the idea of it. They're both great. They both do things differently. Like, well, I shouldn't say do things differently. I mean, like watching movies, I think they're very, very similar, if not damn near close to the same. But I think the Ventures are more for gaming and full, like on, you know, multimedia stuff that you can do. Like you can build a wall like this, whereas your X1 sounds like they're more for like, these are the you know, movie watching perfect stuff like that. So
yeah, but they are cool. I mean, and again, we keep saying it, I know we do, but it's just cool to get the message out there, because I know before I bought these, I was umming and ahhing about it for ages. I did not know whether they were good. The idea of having a fully kitted out massive screen home cinema literally in your pocket is real. You know,
crazy.
It's bananas. And I've seen a whole 2 seasons of a series this week entirely on the glasses, and you know, enjoyed every second of it. So it's very, very cool. And you know, anyone that's interested really ought to, you know, go pick them up, because you know, it's if you're moving around a lot, you can't go wrong.
Oh yeah. And I've been using them at work. Watching different things, you know, I haven't done a movie in them in a while, but yeah. Yep. Yeah. They're awesome. Yeah. All right.
Oh, actually, one other thing, Deej, while we're doing a little bit of, you know, parish notices. Have you seen John Thompson, his issue with Criterion? Oh, lost Deej. So he has gone. This has happened before. Hopefully he'll be back in soon. There has been, I was just about to say, there have been issues you guys may have seen on social media, that there have been apparently issues. Right, back, Deej? Gotcha.
I'm back, and I swore.
Keep me on my toes.
I just swore. It was quietly, because this audio, if you ever listen back, my audio doesn't stop, right? So I keep talking, and it goes right over you. And in this one there, I just went, like whispered it, and then I realized, like, oh, I'm still on. But anyways, you were saying John Thompson, and then I hung up.
It's down. We're not hearing anything. Had an issue with Criterion and the Eyes Wide Shut release.
Yes, that's a few weeks old. Yeah,
he's been going on this week. I think it's still rumbling on.
Oh, okay.
They haven't responded to him, and he's got a bit annoyed about it. So he has then done another lengthy Twitter thing about it, But what's funny about it and why I mention it, and look, John is someone who has forgotten more about mastering and post-production and the way these things are done. He's forgotten more than most of us would ever know, I would say.
Yep.
And I appreciate maybe I'm just talking about myself, but nevertheless, it is the case that I think that's how it is. And what's funny is, so he does these lengthy tweets setting out all of the issues, very clear, very detailed. And the number of people on Twitter, including someone who I sort of had a short discussion with, just saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. You've got no clue." And you're like, "It's in his bio, mate. Type it into IMDb. You'll see this. His expertise."
Yeah.
So absolutely crazy that these people just deny it.
Mm-hmm.
Just won't have it at all. And presumably haven't even seen the Criterion thing of it yet. But there's no doubt John has.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's and him and I have gone back and forth. You don't have to agree with him.
No.
But you have to respect his knowledge, where his opinions come from. And I'm lucky enough that, we went back and forth a lot, and to the point that even you were like, I would have blocked him by now. But it was good though. We had some great discussions, and opinions on both sides were changed. And he's as much as it appears on social media, like he's just closed-minded and, stubborn. It's like, no, it's like but he's just a person that he knows what he knows. He knows why he has this opinion. And trust me when I tell you, you can change his opinion. But you're not going to change his opinion by telling him he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'll tell you that straight up. No, you shouldn't change anybody's opinion by saying that, right? Be like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." "Oh, I don't." "Okay, you're right." It's like, that's not how it works. Right. "Oh, silly me." So, but you can change his opinion, and he is open to that. And I give him a ton of respect for that. And Steve knows exactly what I'm talking about, and he does too. It's like, he's a great guy with a wealth of knowledge, and people go at him because he's not afraid to back down with his knowledge, and I wouldn't be either. It's like, to be honest with you.
Well, especially with particular,
I don't back down, and I got no knowledge.
Well, stubborn people again, Deej.
Exactly.
Well, Rogan says it must be true. But yeah, no. So his issue with it apparently is that it's not mastered properly and with the full Dolby Vision and all that stuff. I mean, if anyone wants to see, find his tweets, it's at Johnny Focal on Twitter, and it's all in there, and he can say it much better than I can.
If I remember right, it's an inferior Dolby Vision version.
Yeah,
and that's his basically his contention is it's like it deserves the full Dolby Vision treatment, and people are going at him, going, "It looks fine," and he's like, "I'm not even talking about that. But don't get me started on that." But that's what I remember from it. It's like, no, this is a movie that deserves the full 12-bit Dolby Vision treatment that and a lot of people will never get the benefit of that. They don't have a system to take advantage of that. I don't have that system now, but he's not wrong, right? It's like, it is an inferior Dolby Vision version. Nobody can contend that. It's just the people are going at him talking about, it's just fine. It's, he would, was it Kubrick would have loved it or whatever. It's like, oh, no. It's like, he's not, it's that people are misinterpreting stuff. And
Well, yeah. But of course, John in particular, with any Kubrick stuff, I mean, he worked with Kubrick. He has seen Kubrick's own version of Eyes Wide Shut. He's seen the actual, the original cut of it, the work on it. And is in the perfect position to say it's not how it should look. It's looked better, and it can look better, and it hasn't. Yeah. So I know he's had some grief this week from various idiots. Yeah. But there it is. So I don't know. I don't understand why people would do that. Again, he's beyond reproach in terms of his experience. But
at the same time, it's like, if you want to learn, go ahead, push back. But pay attention to the answers that are coming back at you, right? That's what I've done. That's what I did with them. And it's like, I learned a lot from them. And it's like, but it's, you can disagree with him, and but when you disagree with anybody or anything like that, it's like, say what you want to say and then listen back to what he's saying. Don't just dismiss it, because sometimes you're going to be able to learn what he's talking about. Take the argument out of it, take your ego out of it, and say, what's going on here? What is he really talking about? Why is he talking about? What's his stake in this? Has he got any money in the game? Is he worried about it? Like, no. He literally has no money in this. He has nothing. His stake in it is the art. Really is what it is, right? Yeah. There's zero motivation otherwise. So when you break it down to what people's motivation is, what are you doing? You know, and when you see people come at them in that way, or anybody on social media, when they come at you and they start telling you, you don't know what you're talking about, they start calling you names. It's like, well, I just dismiss that right off. It's like, what's your motivation? You just want to tear somebody down? Why? Like, think about it. Like, what are you doing? Like, why don't you just read what he has to say? And if you don't agree with it, move on. Why? And I actually wrote that once recently about him. Like, what are you doing? Why are you coming at him that way? It's like calling him names, saying all this gets nothing anywhere. And what are you doing? You know?
Yeah, no, fair enough. But there we go. Alrighty, right. There we go. So okay. So should we do the one? I think Dom asked the question earlier.
Was it Dom? So, did you highlight it or something?
I didn't. You know what? I forgot. Let me see.
It should be highlighted. I think we can hit it with the.
We can star it, but I'm not sure where.
Oh, there we go.
Got it there.
Is that it? Yes. There we go.
Shall we answer?
Oh yeah, I have to add the screen again because I dropped out. So here we go. I have it all queued up and ready to go, but I didn't have it.
Just for you, Dom. Just for you, this one.
Yeah. There we go. So and away.
Okay. Right. So an adventure 65 million years in the making. Pretty sure I read that somewhere.
Yeah. It wasn't this movie.
No, well, quite. Yeah. So this then is Primitive War. A movie that is only on Blu-ray, 1080p, DTS HD 5.1. Although, even as we speak, Jordan is furiously typing that in the US there is a 4K version of it, either out or coming soon. Okay, but it's not out over here. So I've only got the Blu-ray. And Dom again, sorry. Jordan and I were going back and forth about it. And he was saying, look, I'm going to import it, so I'm not going to buy the Blu-ray. But because I was not sure about whether I was going to like this or not, I thought, well, I'm not going to spend £25 on it or more to import it. I'm going to just buy £15, buy the Blu-ray, and let's see how we go. And I see TSG enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So that's a sort of maybe from TSG. So he says, God, I hated this. So hadn't seen it, had seen I think a short amount of the trailer. I didn't turn it off because I didn't like the trailer. I think I just had only watched a bit of it and then got distracted and never went back to it. But the premise is intriguing, and I think that image, which is what is on the box art as well, is interesting. So story goes, we're in Vietnam, Deej. Okay, we're in Nam, and what's happened is we have we're in Nam. Yeah, there you go. That's my best.
Was that your best American accent?
My best bad American accent. We're in Nam.
We're in Nam.
We're in Nam. God damn it.
God. I shouldn't feel bad about doing a British accent.
Hey, man, yeah, go for it, man. I'm still waiting for that.
No, keep waiting. Yeah, it's over there with the Fifth Element.
The thing is, if I say Nam, it all sounds a bit posh. Yeah. So we're in that
which
conflict.
Is exactly what Nam isn't.
Nam. Exactly. There you go. God. So Vietnam. So we're there, and a special recon patrol. Okay. Is sent in to stop me if you've heard this, by the way. A recon patrol is sent in to find what happened to some Green Berets who've gone missing in this particular jungle. Okay,
well, it was Costa Rica before, but okay.
Quite. They obviously they were all over the place. These parks. So
no, I was referring to Predator.
Costa Rica. It was Mexico. It was shot in.
I thought that, like in the movie, they had to go down to
Costa
find
Rica?
out what happened to them. They had Schwarzenegger's group go in to, I thought it was Costa Rica or somewhere in Central America.
Central America.
Central America, something, but to see what happened to these.
Yes, there you go. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Same thing.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So some Green Berets have gone missing. We've got our recon unit that are sent in to try and find out what happened to them. And wouldn't you know it, Deej, they go into this jungle area, and it turns out in this area there are dinosaurs.
Yep.
Because why not?
Because I mean, yeah, with everything going on nowadays, of course,
Makes sense, doesn't it? Really,
Yep.
less surprising than the day to day.
Yeah.
But having said that, now it's not though an original premise, because we've already had Vietnam era soldiers against creatures. It was called Kong Skull Island.
Yep.
So it's not actually that original. But anyway, here we are. So that's the story. In they go. There's dinosaurs. Things ensue, and it's a 2-hour and 15-minute movie. This is not an 85-minute. Indeed, you'd think this would be 85-minute.
Well, I'm sure they wanted to flesh out the backstory on each character too, right?
Each dinosaur.
Each dinosaur, what their family was like, why they're so angry, why they want to keep eating people.
Yeah. Come on. What's your motivation?
I want the outtakes. What's my motivation on this one?
Yeah. Why have I got such small hands?
Tired of eating a Vietnamese? You want to try an American? I don't know.
Half an hour later, I want something else. So,
did you ever hear Daniel Tosh?
No.
The comedian, he did that. Now he's one of those comedians that like he'll go anywhere, and he went through. He's like, but he wasn't talking about dinosaurs. He was saying like cannibalism, and he went through every race, and he did all the different like. Oh, he had a joke for every race, and then he got to, and he's white, and he gets to white people. He goes, white people. No, you don't eat white people. He stopped right there. It's great. And then he made fun of the audience. He's like all the white people in the audience, like, don't do that to us. No, we were waiting for the punchline. Don't do that to us.
To us too. Yeah, we want to be joined in.
It's great. But anyways, go ahead. Back to dinosaurs eating people.
Dinosaurs eating people. So 2 hours and 15 minutes long. This should be right back in another universe. This is a canon release from 1987, and it's 80 minutes long, and it's the schlockiest movie ever, but not this one. Now, what's interesting about this, and what I kept going through my head as I was watching this is 2.25 hours long. The entire film cost apparently $7 million. Right.
Ugh.
Now, what that says to me is, before I had seen it, you're thinking, okay, well, that'll be a Jaws style. You'll see the foot of the T-Rex, and then you'll see a tooth, and then you'll see an eye, and in the last 2 minutes, you'll see the T-Rex in its entirety, and it'll look awful.
Be a clip from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's it. You've got the When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth thing coming down. Great. Yeah. Well, there's you can see Ian Malcolm in the foreground.
Repurposed.
Yeah. Someone's just holding up a TV running behind them. So that's what you'd expect. But this movie does not do that. Now the film thinks it's Platoon meets Jurassic Park, right? And it does have and it does have some delusions of grandeur, and it does try to kind of give you war movie and dino
two of the
movie.
Best movies of their genres.
Yeah. This is neither of those.
Right.
So, but what did strike me is the dinosaurs are throughout, right? And when I say throughout, and we're talking in broad daylight, at night, they're not. They don't shy away from showing them. And it's fair to say, sometimes the budget limitations really do show, but other times they don't. And it's a minor miracle for me that this movie looks as good as it does for that kind of money. It's incredible what they got out for their money. It really is. Now, having said that, everyone in this thinks they're in, again, Platoon. All the actors in this are taking this deadly seriously. There's no comic relief in this. There are no sidekicks. There's no messing about. Everyone has come to this thinking we are making art.
Yeah.
And there's some humor in that because they really do. So overall,
there's a lot of humor in
bananas.
ignorance.
Yeah, well, indeed. I mean, and the whole thing is shot in Australia, by the way, as well. It's all shot in like Queensland in Australia, so doubling for Vietnam or Nam. So it's how to describe it. It's an interesting film. I was never bored. It's ridiculous in every way. And this is what I was saying to you after the show last week. I mean, your dad would look at this and just be like, no. But I'd just be curious to see what he makes of the war stuff. What he does try to go.
Or he'd look at me and go, I can't believe it leaked out. Like, we were sworn to secrecy.
Yeah. that would fair play to him if he did. That'd be amazing. How cool would that be? Even just to wind you up.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's bananas. It's bonkers. It is rubbish, really. I mean, it is, but it's entertaining rubbish. And I was never ever bored. So in terms of the film, it's okay. It's not great, but it's not bad. Now, the home theater experience. Now, again, having told you that some of this stuff does look good. Now, it's, again, 1080p, but it's 185, fills the screen. Nice. There is stuff at night. It all looks inky black. There's not a lot of crush. There's not a lot of grays. It looks good. The daytime stuff, some of it looks like the BBC's Walking with Dinosaurs. I mean, for good and bad in terms of the CG, but it looks bright and it looks okay and it's detailed. And the audio is pretty good. We've got lots of storms and thunder and lightning, and we've got rain lashing around. And so up next to Neural X, it sounds okay. It's not, again, it's not the be all end all, but you could do worse. And I certainly, and I get what TSG says, and I understand why he would have hated it. I get that. But I didn't. I thought it was okay. And it is in the collection. It's already on the shelf. It's not in Midway L. It is on the shelf. And I'd be curious to see what you make of it, Deej. And again, you could easily go TSG, this was dreadful. Yeah. Or you might be like, well, in fairness, they've got a lot for their money here, and it was written and directed by the same person, this Sharp, Alex Sharp or something like that. Who so obviously this is a labor of love. He's obviously spent a lot of time on this, and he produced it, and his wife produced it, and all this stuff. But it's a minor miracle what they've put on screen for that kind of money. And I think that deserves credit, if nothing else, because it's bonkers what they've done with this. So, So, give it a go. Give it a go, I say.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked it up. I believe I can get it on Amazon or something like that.
It's rentable.
I was going to try to get it in this week. But we had a lot of people talk. You and I were talking about it earlier, maybe pushing it a week so I could take it in, but people are asking. So everything you're saying, Steve, is all right there on the picture, right? Yeah. It's like you go into this thing looking for anything more than what you're describing. What are you doing? It's like it's right there in the title and the image. Mm-hmm. It's like you got a T-Rex behind some, military people. What do you, I mean, it's, you got to leave your brain at the door at something like this. So,
well, it's apparently based on a series of books as well.
I thought you were going to say a true story. I was like, well, who could say? It was based on true events.
Inspired by true events.
Yeah, billions of years ago, but what? Maybe millions.
Poor old TSG. I understand his pain a bit more. So he said, I imported the 4K disc. TSG.
There you go.
Yeah, but I did sell it on eBay and made my money back. So there you go. So he passed on the pain to some other poor schmo.
Yeah, exactly.
But there we go. Like I said, you could do worse. And I would like to know what you think of it, Deej. And Dom, don't import it, buddy. You can get the Blu-ray, do that, or rent it. And again, let me know what you think about it. It's one of those films. It certainly is one. I mean, it's one that could be watched and discussed, Deej, as it's been watched.
There'd
be lots to say about it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see, where are we here? There we go. Right, boom. Boom. My screens just went down here, but that's okay. All right. Which would you like next? So you could do another one here.
Okay, well, let's change gears quite a bit then and do one that's very recent. Can we do the most recent one, bottom left? Yeah, I really want to talk about that one.
All right.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what you make of this one as well.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's one of John's favorites.
Yeah.
Okay, so this then is Cinderella Man from 2003, I want to say.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, let me double check. I don't want to get it wrong. It might be 2005 now that I think about it.
It's
2005. There we go. Yeah, 2005. There it is. So this is a disc that I imported from the US. And it's a universal disc that's been given the 4K treatment. Yep. So now, because it's universal, and in fairness to them, they have given us 4K HDR, all that good stuff, and a new Dolby Atmos track as well. So that was what really made me snap this up, and I happen to love the movie. As I said, I think it's one of John's favorites. Have you?
Yeah,
I'm sure you've seen it, Deej. How many times have you seen it?
Oh God, I saw it a bunch way back when. I haven't seen it forever. I have it on Kaleidoscape.
In 4K?
4K, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos.
Oh, nice.
Let me see when I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's got to be quite recently, I would have thought.
Trying to see when it dropped. Here, it's not too recent because I'm scrolling back to
it might have been September, October,
Dolby, maybe.
Yeah, because John has got he's one who bought this, and he's careful about the discs he buys, and he has purchased.
Oh, as I'm scrolling, we do have Anaconda. That came out a few weeks ago. I meant to tell you, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, Anaconda.
As long as it's not expensive, it would be worth watching.
Let me click on it. See what I didn't buy it yet, but I was gonna buy it. Watch it. $14, $15.
That's not bad for that. That's worth doing. Worth doing. All right. Well, while you're looking to see when this dropped on Kaleidoscape, I thought it was September, October it hit in the US.
Yeah, I don't know if I can find. Let me see if you all. I could gauge by what's around it. Let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so Steve At says 16th of September. Sorry, it came out on 4K disc in the US. So it'll have been around that time. Okay. So you've seen it a bunch. I've seen it loads of times, but I haven't seen it for a long time. And I've got the Blu-ray, but once I knew this was out, I thought, you know what? I was getting some other discs as well, and I thought, well, I'll get this at the same time. Yeah. And as a movie, I loved it then, and I love it more now, having seen it in this version. We talk about how our home theaters enhance the movie.
Yeah.
Watching this in this format and in this way made me fall in love with the film all over again. And I had an absolute blast rewatching this, and it's very moving. I find it actually, very, very moving at times, especially the Depression era stuff. And the father providing for the kids and the family dynamics of it, and the father promising the son, well, I won't send you away, and get sent away, and him trying to come to terms with that. I find that really, really moving and emotional and riveting. And so, as I said, I love this film even more now, watching it all this time. Now, it's directed by Ron Howard, who knows how to make a movie.
He's had a couple of fairly successful movies here, mildly successful movies here.
Yeah, knows his way around a camera.
Small career. He's making a living, getting by.
Scraping by.
Scraping by. Good for him. You like to see those artists plugging away.
Yeah, man. See, the little people. You want the little guys to do well.
Exactly.
And so, hey, Valdi. Yeah, man. Hey. Thumbs up.
There we go. 2 thumbs up to Ron Howard. There we go.
Yeah. So, really enjoyed the film. Now, I'm pleased to say, so the video has definitely been given some upgrades, and there has been some tinkering done. Now, I didn't AB it with the Blu-ray, but I have seen this film so many times that I don't believe I needed to. It is definitely sharper. There is 100% more detail. And if you're in any doubt, watch Paul Giamatti's suits during this film. Whenever he's got a suit on, look at the stitching and the individual little details on each jacket and tie and shirt that he's wearing. And the brickwork and the production design has just been made for 4K, even though they didn't have 4K when they made this. But it really does bring it all out, and it looks just stunning.
Shot on film though, right?
Would have been back in 2005.
Yeah. I doubt he shot
Revenge
it
of the Sith
digitally.
was-
Ron Howard shoot this digitally?
Well, Revenge of the Sith, of course, was digital that year, and that had been all digital. But I doubt he would have had hold of that at that point. No,
Exactly.
But you wouldn't know. You don't get. There's not a lot of obvious grain. There's not any particular softness. It looks, I'm sure, exactly how it's supposed to look. But again, so it looks fantastic. It's by far the best it's ever looked. But the reason to buy it, not just because it's a very, very good film, is the audio. Now, we've talked in the past about how Ron Howard, and of course he's talked about making mixes for home theater fans. Yeah. And whenever I watch a Ron Howard film, I've got that in the back of my mind. And so, of course, Apollo 13, fantastic in 4K. Yeah. Rush, which we talked about last year, which was in, fantastic sounding movie. And then we get this, and it is clearly a new Dolby Atmos mix, there's no doubt. And it, at times, when it needs to, this sounds phenomenal. And there is both subtle things and very obvious things. Now, subtly, what I'll say is something that I'd never noticed before. So at the start of the film, he is a ham and egger. He's a kind of a sort of up and coming. That's an American phrase, isn't it? And he's an up and coming journeyman. He's okay, but he's not great. And so for the first kind of, I don't know, maybe third, maybe sort of moving towards 50% of the film, he is someone who's down on his luck, who has passed him by. And so when he's throwing punches, they sort of they thwack. They just sort of thwack, and so you just get this kind of light kind of hit. Okay, but eventually in the movie, he then begins to train full time. And listen to the sound of the punches and how they change when he begins to then train full time. They change in pitch, Deej. So they sound heavier with more force because, of course, he's now a professional boxer. And there is an audible difference between when he's, as I say, past it to when he's now training full time. And you listen to the punches, they change from that point on. It was amazing. I thought, am I hearing something? But no. Went back, watched it again. Oh, yeah, there is definitely a change. So that's the subtle stuff. But in terms of the kind of the showy things, which for us is awesome, is as soon as there are the big fights, and there are a number of them, but there's obviously the big fight at the end. Surprise, surprise, it's a boxing movie. Listen to the crowd. Now, we had Rocky IV not that long ago, which was remastered. That was a thing. And so we've had that, and we've had other boxing movies released in 4K. And so there's things to compare it to. But nothing sounds like the audio in this. The crowd noise rolls around the room, forward and backwards, right around the room. It's like waves of sound, like sonic waves. You can hear the murmur of the audience come from the back to the front to the back. And it feels like you're in this real environment. The Atmos is awesome on it because it just pushes the sound into every corner and then lets it move around the room. It, like I say, sonic waves, not as in sound waves, as in literal moving waves of audience members. It's fantastic for an older movie, for this sort of film. It's very, very good indeed. Highly recommended.
I was going to ask you about the crowds because I do remember that it being like, can they do anything with that? And would they? Because this movie, it's more than that. So, I didn't want it to feel like hokey or overdone or anything like that. So that's good to hear.
It just moves around the room like some sort of animal. It's great. And again, all the way through this, I've got in my mind Ron Howard. It's home theater. We're going to give you what you want, even if you don't realize it's what you want. And this is it. It's very, very good indeed. I do recommend this. It's well worth seeing again, Deej. I mean, I know, again, we've all seen it lots of times.
Yeah.
But it's emotional. It hits differently in different stages of your life. But also, I think this particular version pushes it to into another level. It's really good. And okay, it's not entirely historically accurate, but then what movie is? Okay, I mean I've been reading again IMDb saying about the family of Max Baer, who's the bad guy.
Yeah,
Took umbrage saying, look, he wasn't like that. But then, of course, they would say that is his family. But
yeah.
So there are some liberties taken with the truth. But it's a drama. Just enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's very good. One of Howard's best. And I think I agree with Jordan. It doesn't get talked about enough in his kind of body of work, but it should do because it's great. Yeah, really good.
Cool.
All right.
Cool. All right. Looks like another one on the list for me.
Well, you got it already as well, so it's just a case.
Yeah, I already have it, but no, to put on the list to watch.
Oh, you don't have to cha-ching this one. You've already
Nope,
cha-chunged.
already chunged. Yeah, so we're getting in trouble. So, all right, let's see. What do I got? Let me bring up my old one from. I can't even tell you when I watched this, how long ago it was. It's when it dropped on Kaleidoscape.
Oh yeah, it's out here Monday.
Is it really?
Yeah. On 4K disc on Monday. Yeah.
Do you want to save it?
I want to know if it's any good. You might save me some money.
I'm not saving you money.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll do it twice. All right.
Yeah,
I can't.
on,
I give you what I think, and then you can. Here we go.
I was going to say I was surprised you hadn't done this because I remember you.
I think Christmas came. I think we talked about everything else. It was like we were. Steve, when was the week we were at a loss for stuff to talk? Like,
Never.
Exactly, never. And we took a week off. So, well, we didn't take it off, but we weren't here for a week. So, all right. All right. This is the sci-fi classic, maybe? Would you call it that? From what, 2002, Steven Spielberg's Minority Report. And it got 4K Dolby Vision, no Atmos. It's just DTS Master Audio 5.1. So I upmixed that. And it this movie, I wasn't expecting a lot going into it. I have always liked this movie. I've always loved this movie, to be honest with you. And it's going to be weird. I'm prefacing it with, I've always loved this movie. And then every time an iteration would come out, I'd be like, okay. And then like get comfortable. And it's not it's just be like, I know the movie. Once you like the first viewing of Minority Report, it's fascinating. But once you know the story and you know the ending, it's like, okay. And the CGI is such is what it is. It was groundbreaking at the time, if you will. It was, or jaw-dropping, whatever you want to call it, right? And then on every viewing, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, I get it, yeah, I know the story, and I would want to be hooked to it, but it just wasn't there until this one. And it's like I saw it for the first time again. For a movie from 2000, what did I say, 2002, something like that, right? Early 2000s, if that's right. And it is stunning because if you remember this movie, and I know you've seen it a few times, right? So you're seeing it again probably next week when it comes out. And I'm going off right now. I haven't seen this in a month. I'm just remembering what I thought. I know I got interrupted in the middle of the movie because of work or whatever. I had to go. I couldn't wait to come back and watch more. There was, I think Joe and I were in a conversation about grain because he's using cameras, real cameras now, and I'm teaching him about grain and like different films you use to get different grains and stuff. That was in this. You watch this movie, there's some great grain in it, and you're like, it's a high contrast movie, so the blacks are deep, but there's like blooming. Like the way he shot it, it's like, and it's kind of, I don't know if he did that on purpose of like to hide some CGI or it was a shooting choice, because you can do stuff, especially back then. It's like, okay, because I could see how that would happen. Like, okay, we got to CGI this. And like, yeah, but like, Steve, when we do that, it's going to look this way. Perfect. I'll shoot the whole film that way. oh, okay, there we go. And it works, right? So I could see that. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying, like, you could see something like that. But the darkest darks look fantastic. The brightest brights look great. The blooming, the colors, the vibrancy, everything is just so well enhanced. And the grain that is supposed to be there is so well enhanced with the Dolby Vision, or HDR, whatever you're using, that I was fascinated throughout. And where, like, I do already know the story, now I'm paying attention to, I could pay attention to stuff like that. I could pay attention to the pictures and stuff, the picture quality and everything. The no Atmos upgrade or anything like that, but the sound, I don't know if it had a new mix or what it was, but it was very engaging. Always has been engaging, like the chase, their hover things when they come in and he's at the playground. I remember that. The way that all goes down.
Yeah.
The silent scenes where it's a little bit quieter, where you're waiting for the next thing to happen, those all well enhanced with this.
What about the little critters? The little spidery robot things. Because they always
and lifting up his eye, the detail in those eyes. Thank you for that. It's like, oh my God, remember he submerges himself in the tub and under the ice bath, the water, and the room for that. It's there's a lot to take. You will, if you like the movie, I think you're gonna like it even more. I think this new version of it, the new enhancements, the Dolby Vision, the 4K HDR, I think you're really, really going to be impressed. I know I was. I couldn't get enough of it. And that's why I opened it with, like, at times I'd be like, I just really like the movie, but it was hard to get into. And if I had thought of this earlier, I probably just would have rewatched this before the show instead of doing what I did and watch something else. That would have been like, because it was that good and it'd be fun to have even more thoughts at the forethought, right? Be like, oh, and then this scene and then this scene, but it is that good. So I'll be really interested to hear what you think after seeing it fresh, and we could talk about it, and I could go, yes, that scene too. Yeah, it is that good. Or you're going to come back and go, DJ, you're all wrong.
No.
It looks like garbage.
No, man. It's it's interesting. It's taken so long. I mean, Jordan says there because there are different distributors in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to getting hold of it. I do like the movie. I quite a bit actually, and it, obviously the legal side of it's all a bit.
Oh, it's fascinating.
It's a bit, so it's different. But I do like it, and there are some nicely icky moments that should look absolutely awesome. So looking forward to that. And there are lots of overhead stuff. So the Neuralex, should be very cool. So,
I found more detail, more detail in the costumes and in the, like, when he's in the, in the slum parts where he's like, buying the drugs or whatever he's doing. It's like the shadowy areas were way, way more detailed. Right.
Oh, nice.
And that, and then some of the people that are in it that you forget that were in this movie, that it just, I thought I was like, oh my God. Oh, and I can't even off the top. I just know I was thinking that. I can't think of who they were right now, but I was just like, oh my God, he's in this movie and he's in this movie.
Yeah, Colin Farrell's in it, and you've got Peter Stormare's in it, and people like that. Yeah. No,
and I love Colin Farrell. And when he came out, he's like the bad guy, quote unquote, the perceived bad guy, but but not. It's
looking
good.
Forward to this. Be. I've got hopefully 4 other discs arriving on Monday from the US, from Canada. But this will be certainly top of the list. The other one that's out here on Monday is Dogma, the 4K Kevin Smith film Dogma is coming out.
Oh wow.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing that again.
I love that.
I've got the Blu-ray. Guy imported it. It's never been released here on Blu-ray. So to then see a new 4K
I love
version,
that movie.
that's going to be fun. Yeah,
I just saw a Matt Damon AI thing they did with him talking about what happened to Loki and Dogma.
I saw that.
Did you see it? Wasn't that great? And he's like, and it's a young Matt Damon, and he's like, well, he became Loki in the because he played Loki. Matt Damon's person played Loki in the Thor series, right? Yeah. But then they also worked in. Remember, they worked in the Bourne. He was like, Loki was born again in the Mediterranean. I thought that was so cool to do that. That was some real creative writing there.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. No, I absolutely love that. Yeah, you knew Jesus, knew him. He owes me $10.
Yeah,
I'm not going to quote it directly. But
George Carlin. In that,
Yes.
he was awesome. Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to watching that.
Yeah,
It's such
I
a
love
good
that.
film.
I hope it comes out. I hope I get that on Kaleidoscape. Let me see if it even exists.
It's been out there for ages on Lionsgate. They had it before Christmas, like early December. So I mean, I'm amazed it's even come out here. Really, it's quite a surprise because, like I say, they never got the physical Blu-ray here, and it was out of print in the US for years. But I have a copy of it.
Okay, yeah, 4K HDR10 with DTS Master Audio 5.1.
There we go. That's the one. Yeah, that one I am looking forward to again. I do like that film.
And
it's
they
one of
did that
Kevin
like
Smith's best.
Yeah, and Affleck and Damon did that for like nothing.
Oh yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
Because they're like friends with him, and they're like, and they were huge at that time. They were like the big thing, like the Good Will Hunting guys.
Well, you know that Kevin Smith produced Good Will Hunting.
He was one of the producers on it.
Yeah. So he was one of the ones who shepherded that through it getting it greenlit. So he's been friends with them forever.
I did not know that.
Yeah. If you look at the Good Will Hunting, he's got a producer credit, not even an exec producer, a producer, proper job. He's one of the people who shepherded it through. And obviously Affleck, he's known since Chasing Amy. So he's the one, and obviously Mallrats and things like that. So he was, shepherded that through. And of course he had a contact at Miramax because he knew Harvey Weinstein. Less about him, the better now. But back then, of course, he was quite the producer. And so that's how Kevin Smith then knew them. So hence why they were happy to do this for him, because it gave them the thing. So yeah, but there we go. Very, very cool. I am looking forward to that. So out on Monday anyway.
All right, and that's all because of Minority Report. I don't know how we got there, but
that's out on Monday as well.
That's right. That is correct. That's how we got there. Thanks for keeping me up to speed.
Yeah, all good.
On the show that I'm supposed to be running right here.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm steering the ship, and I don't know where we're going.
Remember this when we get to the end of the year, and it's the co-host award.
Correct. Co-pilot, apparently. It's like just
telling you, John will still win it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. What would you like to hit next?
Let's do something different. Let's do the one beginning with K at the top there, next to the red one on the right, because you're going to have a great perspective on this.
Me? Yeah.
Okay. Of course. Your favorite comedy being Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah, I love this one too.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen this in forever, so you're probably gonna drop some one-liners and I'll be like on the floor because this movie's all sorts of inappropriate.
Yeah, I'll be careful about my quotes.
Yeah, exactly. I was quoting a movie, I swear.
So this then, ladies and gents, friends and neighbors, is what year was it? Let me double check because I do want to make sure I did.
It's 90.
96.
Yeah.
Isn't that old? So it's 30 years old this year. So this is the stone cold instant comedy classic.
Oh God,
Kingpin, which I haven't seen for ages, and I watched it to death back in the day, but I never got the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray was always kind of hard to get hold of and a bit weird, and so I never ever picked it up. So the last time I saw this would have been on DVD. And so when they released it, this is another US import. This was a Kino Lorber version in the US. When I saw this dropped, and I knew I was getting another load of discs as well, this had to go on there. And of course, directed by the Farrelly brothers, who of course did Shallow Hal, and they did Something About Mary, and they did, of course, Dumb and Dumber, and Me, Myself, and Irene, and various other
local guys.
What's happened to them? Well, exactly. And I don't know what's happened to them, though, Deej. Do you know? Are they doing TV?
No.
Are they retired? Like, because they just they were everywhere in the late 90s and early noughties, and then they've just kind of gone. So I don't know what's happened. I mean, I appreciate you probably can't make comedies like this these days, but I'm surprised that they seemingly have just dropped off the radar, and I don't know why, because they were ubiquitous at one point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this film then, Kingpin, for those one or two people in the world that haven't seen it, firstly, remedy that immediately.
Yeah.
But secondly, so this is a story about Roy Munson, who is a promising bowler. It's a Munson, yeah, exactly. So he's a promising bowler in the 70s who suffers a nasty a bowling gambling accident, and he's played by Woody Harrelson, who then loses his hand. This is all in the trailer. This isn't new.
Yeah.
And then fast forward a number of years later, where he is down on his luck and having to do all kinds of unpleasant things to pay the rent, and then who then finds himself then encountering Randy Quaid, who is an Amish bowler.
Do you get the play on words there?
Amish bowler?
Arm-ish. He's missing part of his arm.
Okay, yeah,
He's arm-ish. He's
Except he's not the Amish one. The Amish one is Randy Quaid.
Well, then
But
you
I
could
get
say
what
they're
you-
both armish. Like he's armish, like he's got a kind of an arm, and the other one is armish. So there you go.
Yeah. So anyway, Woody Harrelson thinks he's found a prospect in our Amish bowler and sets about trying to persuade him to compete in a tournament, and then much hijinks follows. It is a riot. This is one of my favorite comedies. And it is bonkers. Now, it's worth pointing out, by the way, there is an extended director's cut version or an unrated cut and the theatrical. The 4K one, unfortunately, is only the theatrical version, but it's one of these Kino Lorber things. So you've got the Blu-ray as the unrated one, and then the 4K is the theatrical. But the theatrical one is still fantastic. And so I don't really hold that against them, although I like to have the choice.
Yeah.
Again, been ages since I've seen it, but I've seen it so many times that I know just about every line in this. And there are some fantastic ones. I mean, my favorite one is the Woody Harrelson getting up before dawn to go and milk the cow, and comes running down all looking pleased that he's milked the cow with his bucket. He's got a milk moustache, and he said it took me a while to get it going, but then pow, all at once. And they go, "We haven't got a cow, we've got a bull." And he goes, "I'm just going to go and brush my teeth." Which I think is one of the funniest gags in cinema history.
That's
And as I said, the milk moustache just
That's but the all at once.
That's just so good. And whoever wrote that is inspired. And to this day, you know, if someone has seen it, you only have to say, "We don't have a cow, we've got a bull."
Oh yeah, absolutely. We don't have a cow.
Yeah.
You just go from there.
Oh
Like,
man,
uh-oh.
so good. So anyway, very, very cool, very funny, and just laughing all the way through. And of course, you've got what's his face? You know, who's the guy who plays Ernie McCracken?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, yeah, who's great in it as well. As a schlubby, absolute person you love to hate. And you've got to love the name Ernie McCracken, which is also just fantastic. Loved it. Had a great time. It is oddly emotional as well. It's quite tender at times. The thing is, you know, the reason that Munson is doing what he's doing is because he's trying to live up to his dad's expectations for him. And, you know, so there is some kind of emotion in it as well. It's great. And I loved it. So in terms of the home theater stuff, now let me just do a PSA for a minute. When you first put this on, when you boot this up, so it starts, funnily enough, with the credits, right? Surprise, surprise. Now, bearing in mind it's a movie from 96, when you put it on, and when I put it on it goes, hit play, and it looked like a DVD, right? It was soft, and it's like someone had just coated Vaseline all over the lens. And I'm thinking, oh my God, what the hell is happening here? And so the credits are running and it's soft. And I'm like, oh my goodness me. But I'm thinking, okay, optical credits, optical shots, fine, 96. So as soon as the credits stop, it's like someone has just taken a cloth, wiped the lens, and then it's fine from then on. And it's the optical credits. And obviously it just for some reason always seems to make the video look soft. So once the credits are out the way, no one panic when you start watching it. Don't do what I did. And then as soon as the credits end, it looks beautiful and it looks great. It's very colorful and it's very vibrant and, you know, it looks great. The sound is only DTS HD Master Audio 5.1. You were never going to get Atmos with this.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, there's lots of music in it. The needle drops sound good. You know, it is nice and wide. But I'm struggling to think of any surround really that I can think of. You know, any stuff in the rear speakers at the back of the room. But it's not about the audio. It's not really even about the video; it's about the movie. But still, it's nice to have it in 4K. And this is one I'm very, very glad that I imported. And I would recommend it to anyone that likes this movie. Get it, it's great, and it's Kino Lorber, so there's probably no sign of it coming out over here anytime soon. So it's worth the import fees. And I thought it was great. Thoroughly enjoyed this film, and it is one of my favorite comedies of all time, if nothing else just for that bull moment. All of it's great, and it is very, very funny.
Yeah, it's Kaleidoscape has it on just in HD for now.
Okay.
But even at that, it's worth it. It's like you said, it's about the movie, it's about the story, it's about the one-liners, the jokes, the setups, the everything. It's like even that it would have been think of how funny that line would have been if they didn't do you don't have to do the payoff of we have a bull. You just say we don't have a cow and let that just, pardon the pun, hang there. And or we have, we don't have a cow. And you're just like, And then how funny would that have been? And like everybody in the audience, like people going, oh my, I don't get it. Somebody leaning, I don't get it. Well, then he milked the bull. It's like that's the payoff, is having to explain that to people.
But just the under the breath. I'll just go and brush my teeth.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go brush my teeth. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. So I had a great time with it, and I do recommend people to import it if because we're not going to get it here anytime soon.
Yeah.
So it's well worth picking up, and one of their best. Although I know Dumb and Dumber is their best for you, but this is one of my favorite ones. Yeah. And I really like Something About Mary, and Shallow Hal was quite fun.
Yeah.
But this is the best for me.
Yeah, Something About Mary was amazing. And what's funny is a lot of these they had local celebrities. They always try to use them as extras because a lot of it was filmed around here.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber they started in Rhode Island. That's where the trip started in Dumb and Dumber. They started in Rhode Island. I literally just passed it the other day, the big blue beetle, the big blue bug for the whatever it was. They show that in Dumb and Dumber, and it's still there. I was driving by it the other day, and I was like, oh my God, the thing looks like it's made out of paper mache, but it had nothing to do with the movie. It's just a part of Rhode Island. It's iconic Rhode Island thing.
Well, I remember from the commentary. I remember from the commentary in this, like when they get to the point where Munster goes to register for the big tournament at the end, there are two older ladies there. One is their mum, and the other is their aunt. And so that's both of them. And I remember them saying, and so even all this time later, when I saw them, I remember them. Yeah. They put their family members in loads of them, as well as, like I say, local celebrities. So very, very cool. Such a good film.
Yeah, it was funny knowing like some of the athletes that were supposed to be in it that are in it. Like Cam Neely is in it. He's now the president. Was he in Kingpin? He might have been in Kingpin, but he was in Dumb and Dumber. Cam Neely, who's now the president of the Boston Bruins, running the franchise, right? He was the truck driver that kicked in the door in the restroom, and he's who's the dead man that what? And it's like him, and he had the trucker hat on, wine 'em, dine 'em, whatever. He had that on. That was Cam Neely, and he kicks in. Yeah, that's Cam Neely. So he played a state trooper in another one. But yeah, so he was in it. I think some other sports athletes.
There were definitely
radio personalities.
That pop up in different ones. But so some of them I would know, some of them I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But you can tell they're obviously someone very well known because of the way they shoot them.
Yeah. This one, Kingpin. John Dennis, that was the first one he was in. John Dennis was the sports announcer, like radio announcer or whatever, at one of the matches, and he was reporting on it. He did a radio show with another guy, a sports radio show, Jerry Callahan, and then those two. So I think John Dennis was in this one first, and at the time he wasn't on the radio. He was just the sports guy for Channel 7 in our area. I think it was Channel 7, right? So he gets called to do this one by the Farrelly brothers. And then he ends up with a big radio show with Jerry Callahan, and they both end up in them as state troopers or different things in the background. And it's a great advertising thing for the local region because they get on their sports show and the Farrelly brothers come on and talk up the movie, so it's like, it was fun. All these are fun. So
Paul just says in the chat, he says he thinks they're mainly working separately now. All right, so there's been a bit of a falling out by the sounds of it then.
oh, maybe, or they just wanted to go different ways.
Yeah, could be, which is a shame because as I said, they did some great,
they did great stuff. Great
yeah,
stuff.
Maybe really, very much recommended. And if you do see it again, please let me know because
absolutely,
it's so funny.
So good.
Yeah. So there we go. All very good.
All right. What do we want to do? Do you want
to do another all-timer comedy?
Oh yeah. You want to hit?
Yeah, yeah. Do you mind?
Oh yeah. Surely you just.
Oh, I like it. You can't be serious.
Of course, yeah. All right, let's hit this one, then we'll hit the one that we both saw that you deleted. Cool. That wasn't worth talking about.
Sorry. Yeah, well, it's good.
It's good. All right, here we go.
Alrighty. So this is another one of the imported 4K discs. Another Kino Lorber release. Now, the controversial for the wrong reasons, Airplane 2, the sequel. And it's controversial because, so obviously Zaz directed and produced the first one. So wrote, directed, and produced the Airplane. So that's Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker. So when it came to do the sequel, Paramount said, "We want another one," and Zaz said, "Why?" And they were like, "Do you know how much money we made on this?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "So," and they refused to do one. And so Paramount said, "Fine, we'll do it without you then." And they did. And so this film has nothing to do with Zaz whatsoever. And to this day, they had claimed to have never seen it. And they refused to watch it. Okay. Which I understand, but is a huge shame because I love Airplane and I love this. This movie just talks to me like Airplane does. I love this film, and I've seen it many, many times, not for quite a while, but many, many times, and it is awesome. Is it as good as Airplane? Probably not, but is it damn good? Oh, yeah.
Is it not as good because it's the second one? Like, if you inverted them, which would you consider the better one?
Oh, man. I love them both for their differences as much as their similarities. You know,
they tried to up the tech, right? In the movie, it was a shuttle, it was space, it was they tried to do they try to up that, and I love the from like
this just goes endlessly
talking on the screen, but it wasn't a screen, it was just a window. He's on the other side of it.
I mean, they got Shatner in this. I mean, how they convinced him to do this? I'm convinced they didn't tell him the title, and he just thinks it's a real thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is what do these lights do? They won't blink in sequence. Well, make them blink in sequence.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh my God.
It's so good. And I noticed so many jokes, despite the fact I've seen it so many times. There are jokes in this I hadn't seen before. There's a panning shot in the psychiatric ward where you've got a nurse and a patient in a bed doing a tug of war over a bedpan. And so the tracking shots like this as they're pulling, and the nurse is saying, "I need to take it," and the patient saying, "No, I want to keep it." And above the bed it says "anal retentive."
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. God.
So stupid. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I gotta see that.
And of course, there's a trial in this as well, which again is something that as a lawyer I just get a kick out of. I love the psychiatrist on the stand and the prosecutor saying, "Can you give the court your impression of Mr. Stryker?" And he says, "I don't do impressions. My training's in psychiatry." I just love how stupid it is.
Oh God,
it's so good. Anyway, I get it. And I mean the number of times I've quoted in court where someone says, "So in your opinion, Ted Stryker could snap just like that?" And he goes, "Like that?" He goes, "Yeah, that's it."
That just like that.
I love it. Oh, anyway. Right, I could go on about Airplane 2 all night. So,
well, this is the one where isn't it like because they're trying to remember Stryker, and they kept saying like he's trying to remember, and the guy just whack strikes her.
Oh God! I mean, it's so good. And this is the one with Danger Vacuum, where there's a sign Danger Vacuum, and he opens it up and it attacks him. It's so stupid. Oh,
that's a good one though. That's like a good one, like because you're like Danger Vacuum and you understand, but like a Danger Vacuum, like it's like you didn't see that coming originally. Yeah, that's great.
I mean, the jokes are endless in this and very, very good indeed. So I love it. And this version of it is by far the best it's ever looked and sounded. And this looks great all the way through. It's obviously done on a shoestring budget. It's a 185 movie, fills the screen. It's never looked as good as it has on this. The audio is DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, but you don't need that because everything is very front. Well, it's all front center. I mean, there's not.
So
there's not
Kaleidoscape has it 4K and HDR10, and it has the 4K version has PCM stereo.
Oh yeah, you've got both on this. You can
and this one, the HD version has the DTS HD Master Audio stereo, so you don't even have a 5.1.
Okay. Oh,
on Airplane 2.
Yeah,
the Airplane. What does that have?
Hmm.
Airplane has 5.1 DTS Master Audio 5.1 in 4K HDR.
You've got me questioning myself now, Deej. Let me have a look at. Well, actually, no, it'll be on the thing. It'll be on my comments because I do that always straight away. So. What have we got here?
I can tell you right here on the screen. DTS HD Master Audio. It's DTS Master Audio. It's just saying. So it's stereo.
Right. It is 5.1. It is 5.1. It is. I would have put.
Oh, is it? You're looking at it.
Yeah, but you can choose. So you can choose between the stereo or the 5.1. I mean, not that it's going to really matter, but in this kind of film. But it's just so good, and I'm so glad to have it in 4K and to have it in this kind of quality in the collection. It's great, and anyone out there that hasn't seen it, if you like Airplane, then just. I get that people aren't happy because, again, it was made without the original creator's vision, but it's so funny. The gag rate in this is crazy. It's just nonstop. And unlike most films, most of these land, and they are funny, and just I think it's great. It speaks to my sense of humor. So, very, very good indeed.
So you're saying the jokes in Airplane 2 land and don't crash?
Oh, very good. Yeah, there we go. Pun intended. Yes.
Yeah. Nailed it. Wow. We rehearsed that forever.
To the moon. To the moon.
There you go.
Oh, no, it's good. Yeah, really, really good.
So
all right, let's do the one that you've been itching to do then, Deej. Let's do this.
Not really itching. It's the one that I tried to take in. I didn't take in all of it.
Okay, well, I have, so
I know. So
talk about it.
So we've got, here we go. And I did get comments from listeners when this came out. So let's, there we go. How to Train Your Dragon live action.
Yep.
And it is in, let's see, I have it on Kaleidoscape. It would be in, what is it? 4K, HDR, Dolby Vision,
Atmos.
And Atmos. I'm just double checking here because I want to make sure. Where did I download it? So where's it go? I just want to make sure, just in case. I don't want to
we don't want to get
turn. How to? There we go. Live action. Yeah, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, 4K, all of that good stuff. So How to Train Your Dragon live action. And I did get like I said, I did get comments. I remember, I think it was Johnny Speakers. It really enjoyed this. Said true to the original. He really enjoyed it. Thought the home theater aspect of it was really good too. And yeah, it is. It's, I thought picture first. I mean, the story is the story. It's the same story of How to Train Your Dragon.
Identical. Yes.
Identical. Right. And why would you change it? It's an incredible story. It's a great, example for kids. It's a great story. It's I mean, the entire thing. I love the movie. I thought I was going to like the movie when I first saw the original. And then once I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, the story itself makes it, an all-time favorite. So, and the live action version, I was like, oh my God, Toothless. I couldn't wait for that scene. When you first meet him in person or in person, right? I couldn't wait to see how they CGI'd that, how it was going to, because obviously Toothless isn't live action. So spoilers for everybody. Didn't mean to ruin it. I did feel that the way they shot this, though, that even the people, I know they're live action, but they kind of looked CGI'd. Does that make sense? Did you find that? Did you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think there's. I mean, it's a lot of blue screen going on in this. I mean, it's live action, but there's been lots of tinkering done, no doubt about it. Yeah,
yeah, and what's his name? Gerard Butler. I didn't know he was in this.
Well, he did the voice of the cartoon, of course. He's one of the ones, the very few
of the animated.
He was the voice in the cartoon, and then the animated one,
and
then then plays the character in this. So he's one of the very few that does both.
Oh, okay. And he looked great. He look. I mean,
he does look the part.
Yeah, he definitely looks the part. Obviously, sounds it. But yeah, I thought the picture quality in this, the HDR, I mean, definitely for something that is so CGI, but is live action, I thought was incredible. Some of those obviously night scenes, the dark scenes looked amazing, and the detail that you could pull out in the darkness was gorgeous. But then you go into the the jungle scenes or the daylight scenes when he's interacting with Toothless, and you're just like, it is gorgeous. The brights are so well done. It's so vibrant. The greens, the underwater scenes when Toothless goes into the water or whatever. And I mean, it's really, really well done. It looks, I thought it looked gorgeous. You? You're like, I'm like getting nervous here.
No, man, no. I stayed away from this in theaters because I had heard that it was almost a shot for shot remake of the animated one. And so part of me thought, well, what's really the point? Like, do I need to then see this? If I've got, and I like the animated one. I don't love it. I've got all 3 in 4K of the animated ones.
Yeah, me too.
And I do like it, but I wouldn't say I love it. I enjoy them when they're on, and I do watch them, but I don't love them. They're not. There are better animated movies for me out there. So when I heard they were doing the live action one, I'm thinking, well, what's the point? And I'm aware of people at Empire that I know well who are big fans of the animated ones who were disappointed with this because it's just the same movie, just live action. So again, what's the point? So I did stay away from it, and I waited. Even when it came out in 4K disc, I didn't go near it. Jordan will confirm that because he and I had some DMs about it ages ago. So it was weeks and weeks and weeks later, and I was in London. And again, this is where I had the issue with the Kung Fu Panda. And then I thought, you know what, I'll get that because let's see what it's like. So I got that and watched it. And I feel the same way about this that I did about the animated ones. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. There are bits of it I really like. The flying sequences look amazing and are really good. And there are, and again, the relationship between the two of them is very cool. The guy playing Hiccup, bear in mind, it's quite hard to do the kind of voice of the acting of the guy that does the voice of the animator, and I can't think of his name. It's escaped me. The Canadian kid, I can never think of his name. He was so I thought he did a really good job of kind of building that relationship. It looked good.
Mason Thames, is that who you're talking about?
No. Well, he was the guy in this, but in terms of who's the guy that does the voice of the of Hiccup in the animated ones. It's Canadian.
Jay
was in Superbad and Jay Baruchel. That's it.
I just grabbed it.
Oh, well done, mate. Yeah, there we go. So
I wouldn't remember that. I'm like, oh yeah, Jay Baruchel. I mean Baruchel. Of course, I'm reading it.
Huge at one point, and I just completely forgot. So I think the new guy does a good job of building that relationship, and sells it well, and it's good. But again, I didn't love it, and I don't. And this isn't one of the reasons, again, Deej, why I deleted it earlier, because I'm thinking, do I need to talk about that when I've got so much else? Again, that's the same thing. It's like didn't like it, didn't love it. Yeah. But I agree 100% in terms of its presentation. So the video is very nice indeed. That all the different dragons look great. I mean, I know you mentioned the dark stuff, which does look very good, but I loved all the stuff in the arena as well.
The training, the
fire and all that kind of stuff looks threatening.
But even when they pull them out of the caves that they're in, right, the cells or what, if you will. I mean, it's bright in the arena in the training area, and then. But then when they put them away, the detail, the depth you can get looking into those caves, I thought was really well done too.
Yeah.
As well as the overhead, those cages, it's all caged in. Yes. And the panning shots gave you that effect, like you felt like you were in there. And I thought it was, and it wasn't like a 185. You know, you're still
Mhm.
looking at a scope screen, but the way they move the camera around, following the action, you could still see, you know, they'd pan around and you'd see the overhead stuff and the
Mm.
dragons flying around in those, like, oh, look out. And you're looking at a character, but you can hear the dragon moving on the
Mm.
other side of the room.
Well,
I
it's
thought
interesting you
was well
mentioned
done.
that. Does the Kaleidoscape version have the VAR?
I
Because the
don't,
Blu-ray does. I mean, the 4K disc does, as Jordan says in the chat. And I'm glad he reminded me. It does. You've got variable aspect ratios during the movie.
I
It
don't
happens.
believe so.
Oh,
Oh,
it happens
wow.
in very organically. So it kind of, again, it moves up and then down and then up.
Oh,
And that doesn't,
wow.
cut through it. So
I,
all the flying scenes,
maybe how cool would that be if it did? And I'm like, hey, and I'm making note of it and I'm not even realizing.
so
How cool
wrapped
would
up in
that
it?
be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
all the
get
stuff in the arena is 185
um,
and sort of like done like that. The flying sequences are the initial kind of meeting, for what I remember, is and the opening as well. The
no,
attack on the
it's
villages.
scope. It's just scope
Okay.
on
Oh, right.
Kaleidoscape 240.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so might be worth looking at the disc at
Yeah.
some point each.
Yeah.
It does it organically. You know, it's not just kind of cut to one and then back again. You know, the borders move slowly and then
Yeah.
move back down. And that does add to
That's
it, definitely. And of course, so it's worth looking at that when it's a bit cheaper. Don't rush out and get it, but
Yeah.
when it drops to your 3 for $50 type thing, it'll be worth picking up for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good, very enjoyable, a lot of fun, but I'm not one that's going to go back and watch it again on my own. The only way I'd see this again now is with someone more age appropriate that wants
Yeah.
to see it. But yeah, it's perfectly
I
fine.
like
I'm not-
I love the message of it. I love the idea.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why it plays really well to me.
Yes.
The message of it is really good, and I thought it was a creative way to do it, where you don't, it's fun to have that kind of even just the animated one, and it's like where you sneak these messages into kids, and it's so well done. The names, Toothless and Hiccup, it's like the meanings. I could do a takeover. This is another one. I could do a takeover Tuesday with, if somebody want to talk about it, be like, all right, let's go. And this is what this means and stuff. So, but yeah, it was so good. And again, like the CGI of Toothless and stuff, I thought looked great. The eyes, the green, the everything, it was so well done. I didn't think the audio
Skin's
was
great.
crazy good.
I
thought
agree
it was
with that. Yeah.
good. I thought it was good, but I didn't find the bass to be like boomy. I didn't find it. I mean, it had some, it had some full room use, but it wasn't like crazy audio. And then, the opening scene is a good battle scene at night. So you have bright fire, you have dark scenes, but it's more about the imagery than it really was about the room itself.
Yeah, so. I think that the audio has been throttled back a bit for the kids. I think this is supposed to not be. I might be wrong, but that's how I read this, because things like the Wild Robot, a Universal movie, DreamWorks movie, sounded awesome. So they are certainly capable of it. I think this has been throttled back for young kids. They don't want your cinema room going bananas.
But it's like they make it sound like the problem I have with that, and I don't know if it makes sense, is
I might be wrong, but
we all have volume. It's not like our systems are set and they're protecting us. It's like we could always go past the volume if we want to hurt our kids. It's like I mean, you know what I mean? Like you're making not you, but people with this theory make it seem like we're doing this to hurt our kids. It's like, what we're gonna do? We're gonna downplay it, so when they turn it up, they'll have to turn it up more to really hurt them. So we know they're deliberately hurting them. No, that's not how it works. It's like, so I don't really subscribe to that theory.
Quite. And I might be wrong, but that's how I read it, because there's no real reason for it to be, because other movies of last year, Universal films, really rocked the house. And it's interesting that this would just be one where it didn't.
Yeah.
So that's just my supposition.
Yeah,
I don't know that. I don't know.
It's not a bad theory. I just have reasons to not subscribe to that theory. It's like that's like saying the reasons they don't make cars do 200 miles an hour is so that we don't do that. It's like, no, it's like because we can't protect ourselves. It's like, no, they actually do make cars that do that, but that's a special car. It's like, and it's like, and we all know how to not hit the gas that much. So
yeah, wow, indeed. But there we go.
All
but
right.
it is good. It is good.
Yeah, very good. Very good. I think it's very good. You think it's good. So there you go. All right.
Like Beaker from the Muppets.
Yeah, exactly. This ought to be interesting, Steve. We're only back at it in a few days.
I know, but I've still got plenty.
I know you do. I don't. So
Well,
I
right.
have to, I do have, I mean, because, and hey, I'm just going to lean into this Patriots fan thing now that everybody knows I'm from New England and the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. And if you don't already like me, well, then you don't like me. Okay, that's fine. But if you already like me, I'm just having fun. But I have this Sunday off. It's like it's no football this weekend for me. The following weekend, I will be watching football. I have a snowstorm coming on Sunday. So maybe, I take the Sunday off from football and enjoy a couple of movies in the theater in between my shoveling and snow blowing chores that I've been given. That got to earn my keep here. So
Hell yeah.
I don't do dishes. No, that's not true. I do dishes. But so yeah, looking forward to let me see what I can take in.
Yeah. Well, I've got 6 already. And I've still got, and I'm going to be watching a number. Yeah, already done, already seen. And then I've got, I reckon I can get 2 or 3 more in between now and Tuesday.
Yeah.
And hopefully something very cool coming from Canada.
Oh, your delivery.
Well, I say hopefully it's definitely coming. It's just a case of whether I'm going to get it in time and be able to watch them. Yeah.
Is it something I have seen?
I don't think you've seen any of these in 4K.
Oh,
Don't think so. I'll tell you after the show because you can know, but it'll be a surprise for the listeners because there's no surprise to you because I put it in the shared album anyway. So I'll tell you afterwards. But for the listeners, I think there'll be some happy people when we get to talk about these because some of these are very cool.
Yeah. All right, cool. I actually had a question. Maybe I should put it on a sticky note for next week. I had a question I saw from Twitter. I'll put it on a sticky note so I remember to ask you next week.
Okay.
It'll be on a sticky note.
Sell Cockatoo by Koala.
There's more.
Watch out. And Steve Att's going to be like diving
3D.
under.
There you go. Well, only if you have 3 of them.
Fair enough. Well, quite otherwise, it's only the.
Do not want to get away. I mean, if you got 2.
Should be at the circus.
Or somewhere.
Oh, indeed.
Oh,
very
God.
popular.
All right. Before we completely ruin what was an okay show.
Quite a clean show. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching, listening, participation. Chat was amazing as always. And numbers, I mean, geez, we're looking at crazy numbers for a Thursday. Thank you very much. Yeah, let me look at it. What do we got? So YouTube's at 16. My X is 60 and yours is 4. That seems inverted. How did that happen?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, 80 people participating. And so thank you very much. Again,
Tuesday, just so everyone knows. Yeah, Tuesday, everyone.
Back at our normal time, Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then everywhere else around the world, whatever time here is, Eastern time here. All right. Thanks, patrons. Thank you very much. We will be back next week. Until then, you know what you got to do.
Go push play.
What he said.
That's right.
Hey, Fred.
This has been a Hey Fred production with theme music by Jeff Bernhardt and Throne Vault Productions.